It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the Falcons and the Eagles on Sunday Night Primetime.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And away we go at the link. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Running back, motioning right. Looking to throw right away. It is cut left side. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That's a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 46. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That is so difficult to do with so much traffic. You're going to see the short pass gets tipped, and you really don't have much time other than to just react and make the catch. Exactly what he does.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Flushed out now to his left. He's running for it. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the Falcons' 41-yard line.
Another try following the sack. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. They're led out by a QB who made his starting debut all the way back in 2012. You weren't still playing then, were you, Brock? He's found plenty of touchdowns since then. It's Kirk Cousins.
Well over a decade has started in this league, and Kirk Cousins put up some prolific numbers. The thing that's eluded him, despite all the stats, are those playoff opportunities and those marquee postseason victories. I think Kirk, his family, and everybody rooting for him hopes the final chapters of his career will contain some of those.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll take this forward to the 20 before they take him down to the turf. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down, and they go right back to him. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to the link right after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Staying with Robinson. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Another carry for Robinson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1-yard gain on the play, and the Falcons will have a first.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
Going to the ground again on first. Still going past the 40. Into the red zone. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get the game's first points here in the 2nd. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after. That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. This return starts at the 5. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's on the move. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And the Falcons will take over. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Second and 6 coming up here. Robinson on the inside give. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly, but he sure made that one look routine.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. From the gun, it's Robinson. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They've invested some early touches in him, Brock, and the returns so far, I'd say very promising.
Kate, I told you this story before, but it was the same play 18 plays in a row. You know, I was really good with that clipboard on the sidelines. 18 plays in a row. Peyton ran the same play. If you can't stop it, keep calling it.
And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. This was a clear passing down, Brock, and the run surprised all of us, and there it goes for a touchdown.
That's well said. Rewarded for going against the grain. Common sense analytics tell you throw it, but the surprise paid dividends.
Coup on now for the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Bradley Kenyon set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Eagles taking over now late in the first half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Great, set.
Motioning left is their running back. On 1st down, Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Give him 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 8. Braden Mann out once more for another punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Starts the return at the 34. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. We've reached the midway point of this game. The visiting Falcons taking a lead into that locker room. Now down the coast we go to Orlando, Florida, in our studio there. Jonathan Coachman waiting by with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and the old quarterback momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the visiting Browns who were able to steal one on the road. Jerome Ford, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Rashee Rice leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. And one final game to highlight. It's Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. It was a former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson, who was tough to stop in that first half. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. He fields it from the 8. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Falcons returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
On the give, here's Robinson. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they will score, it's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
Koo on now for the extra point. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Eagles nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
No touch it. No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 15-yard line.
No touch it. Go Silver, ready? No touch.
Trying again following the sack. Pass complete to Campbell. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
No touch it. No touch.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Collects this at the 35. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. The Falcons back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Cousins. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Got a man, it's London. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bijan. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now the give for Bijan. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. That's 5, it looks like, on the play, so now it's going to be 3rd and 8. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. 4 yards to pick up that time, partner. They're set up closer. 4th and goal upcoming.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
So now on 4th down, the Falcons electing to send Younghoe Koo after the field goal. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. This return starts at the 5. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Sending a receiver left. Barkley trying this up the gut. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. We get a look now, Brock, at their picks from this year's draft, a group that they've been more than willing to say they are very excited about bringing in.
Well, lots of folks on the media side, and frankly, other NFL front offices, Kate, have talked about the steals in this class. Some guys who should have gone much.
Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet, but there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Let's see what he can do on the return. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. New series coming up following the punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Cousins. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
This, our last play of the quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Cousins. Here's one, left side. He's got it. Complete pass. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's Falcons football as we start the 4th. They hold a commanding advantage here. They have themselves another 1st and 10. A run here with Robinson. Room inside the 10. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons continue piling it on here in the 4th. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Hurts. Got a man over the middle, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
From the pistol, Hurts escapes the pocket, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let him. They have that same kind of...
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Throwing here, Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
He's on the move. Oh, he got free. He can run it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Dumps it off to his running back.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it, because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle, or in this case, run him right out of bounds.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the play.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Falcons moments away from a 2-0 start. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. To the air, Cousins. That one is caught left side of the field. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
You know, he's not going to be happy the catch was almost made, but he's going to be thrilled that he broke it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Let that other guy know. He just roughed him up and lost a big catch.
Handoff now to Robinson. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Here's Robinson. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Falcons continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Eagles nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Return coming from the 6. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, right at the 25 to end that return. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Hurts to throw. Shakes himself free. He just throws this one away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
On the move, headed right. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Looking to return from the 29. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. That one intended for Drake London. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Timing is everything in life. And timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. Oh, it put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
All right, one more snap to play here. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. He's loaded another one up. It's intercepted. Darius Slay. And the Eagles make the interception on what is the final play of this game. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say so long from Philadelphia.